Hello and welcome to Afis Concept TV, where we give you the latest news, gist, and gossips. To all our subscribers and listeners, we say thank you for always tuning in to listen to us. And if you are just joining us, we say welcome to Afis Concept TV. Kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also turn on your notification post to be the first to get a notification when we post our news. And now to the news of today. The headline, The New Found Buhari in Daura. And now to the main news. Nigeria's immediate past president, Muhammadu Buhari, in a fascinating personality, one that means different things to different people. To someone like Femi Adesina, the ex-president is a man of personal discipline and a patriot who loves Nigeria dearly. He is a man with empathy for the poor, the weak, and the vulnerable. He loves them deeply, and they also love him to bits. That is President Muhammadu Buhari for you. He wrote about Buhari in one of his opinion essays. Really. Adesina, everyone knows, was Buhari's spokesperson throughout the 8 years. The Daura-born politician superintendent over the affairs of Nigerians. For someone like Mr. Dan Adese, a veteran journalist and columnist, Buhari is the caricature of what he has always been portrayed as. In his serialized piece titled Browning the Buhari Mystic, Adese wrote, "The Buhari we thought we knew, and in whom we verily believed, could not have left the country where it is today. Deep in the lurch, with aggravated socio-economic and security challenges, than he found them. Nigeria, after the man of myth and oiled mystic, is a collapsed nation on the verge of a failed state. All his promises swayed in the wind, his mystic lies like broken porcelain pieces of the rubbish heap of history. Buhari promised the nation without his historical baggage. He failed to deliver on his promise. Instead, he left the country in the crisis of survival. What is evident is that the former president failed in his three-core promise to the nation. He was a poor and indifferent manager of the economy. Buhari overdrew from the bank of immense public goodwill. He disappointed expectations. His policies exacerbated ethnic tension and division in the country. He could not change corruption, let alone defeat it. Corruption was given greater latitude, and men figured for corruption by the EFCC were given protective breath in the president's ruling political party. We expected Buhari to give them a wide berth, but his party gave them favoured seats saved from the commission. Our country has never been this insecure. We thought that our myriad security challenges would meet their match in the hands of the retired two-star general, but he was indifferent. Our farmlands lie fallow because bandits and kidnappers have driven the peasant farmers off the land. President Bola Tinubu inherited all these problems from a man who promoted himself as the best man our country needed to fix all its problems. His myths and mystics promoted him beyond his capacity and betrayed him. Regardless of all the divergent opinions on the ex-Nigerian leader, Buhari apparently is now a beautiful bride. His home in Daura is where some political juggernauts have been besieging lately. Public commentators like his Vita and the general public may not be able to fathom the reason some members of the political elite are flocking around Buhari. But we should also not be vilified for attaching a political undertone to the surprise visits. A few weeks ago, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar was in Daura and met Buhari. Everybody knows that the Turakin Adamawa was Buhari's main challenger in the 2019 presidential election. If Atiku and El-Rufai had an altruistic motive in visiting Buhari, many social critics and analysts do not believe so. Shehu Sani, a former Kaduna State federal lawmaker in the 8th Senate, maintained that their Atiku and El-Rufai's visits were all plots to unseat President Tinubu in 2027. Maintaining that the sinister project will fail, the former lawmaker, in a social media post, said the recent visit by some prominent northern politicians to Daura appeared to be the usual Eid homage, but looking deeper and beyond the facade, is surreptitiously a new attempt to build a strong northern alliance with ex-President Buhari as a rallying point to challenge and evict President Tinubu's government in 2027. They want to stock up and light up their Arewa sentiment without considering the inferno it would eventually generate. The same Buhari that led Nigeria for 8 years and led the North worse than he met it is too early to forget. By the time he left power, poverty and insecurity were at their peak more than at any time in Nigeria's history. Their obsession with power is condemnable. Opposition to Tinubu from the point of politics, promises and programs of his administration is a democratic right to any Nigerian. People have the right to speak and criticize the government. The Daura homage of the disgruntled and the obsessed will fail. Our people in North should reject these faces and their plots. They have nothing to offer, from their abandoned barrel ports, Ajaokuta, Lake Chad Basin refilling, and Mambila hydropower. They failed. Last week it was in the news that a Southeast lawmaker in our federal parliament appealed to the ex-Nigerian leader to intervene in the case of Nnamdi Kanu of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. This following the visit of the legislator to Buhari in Daura. Recall that the Buhari government in 2021 arrested and returned the IPOB leader to Nigeria from Kenya. Our politicians may be right to still believe in Buhari's influential clout, but this writer remains cautious about the extent to which ex-presidents can impact their cases ahead of 2027 general polls. He had 8 years to leave a significant mark, yet many Nigerians feel the opportunity he got was not fully utilized. While opinions on the stewardship vary, it is important to approach the idea of Buhari as a political kingmaker with a balanced perspective. His legacy is complex, and those looking to him for political leverage should carefully consider both his accomplishments and the challenges he faced while leading Nigeria. Till then, the true extent of Buhari's enduring influence in Nigerian politics cannot be evaluated. My listeners, what do you think? Kindly leave your thoughts in the comment section, and do not forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for listening.